Hello and welcome to the Denver Flexible Tennis League selection show as we go over the seedings for the 3.5 and under finale this summer. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal the seeds to you now. And you can't read them. But number 1, Augustus Johnston. Now that's based on just points because I have a losing record and still number 1 seed but losing record, but because of the points I was able to move into that first spot, and I'm going to be facing Tan Vo. Beat him earlier, and I would predict myself to move on in that matchup against Tan Vo. Let's see if you can see this here. It says Mike Wojciechowski, but he won't be able to play, so you go ahead and replace him with Tan Vo. And then we've got in the 16 versus 15 slot, you've got Justin. Now the winner of this one will face me in the second round. Jen Torres, Justin Lee. The name I looked at them yesterday. I have their records. I don't know anything about them, but Justin Lee was 3-3 or something like that. Jen Torres, that's the name of a female. So I hope that she wins that. That'll give me a better opportunity to win in the second round. Although I have lost to girls in the past, but I would much rather face a girl than a guy. But if she is able to beat Justin Lee, then maybe that shows that she has some ability. In the 7 versus 8 matchup, you've got Eric Farmer and Syed Mahmood. Syed Mahmood is clearly the best player in this field, and if he doesn't win this time, this will be something that surprised all. Most pundits are predicting that Syed will go ahead and win this one, but this is not an easy matchup against Eric Farmer. It's right here. That's the 7 versus 8 matchup. Eric Farmer is hitting, a lot of deep balls, heavy balls, tough to return. Of course, Syed will slice, left-hander will slice, a lot of spin on it, not a lot of power, but just doesn't make mistakes. It's not going to be an easy route for Syed. That's the thing. He didn't play a lot, so he put himself in that 8th seed. So we'll see what he's able to do there. In the 4 versus 11, the winner of this will play the winner of Zhenlang versus Vamsi, or Zhenlang versus the winner of Zhenlang versus Vamsi Kondo will face Eric Farmer, Syed Mahmood. Another interesting matchup. You got Vamsi, tall, hard serve, second serve, kick serve, will spin out on you, and Zhenlang, who he'll just hit it softly, hit it all over the court, miss hit, and just a really tricky player to play. Below that, Michael Minghella versus John Pedri. That match actually is in progress as we are talking. 7:34 Mountain Time today on September 1st. I'm in contact with Scott Harwood. Scott Harwood is live from that match. I'm going to go ahead and call Scott Harwood and see what's going on there. Just a moment here. We will go ahead and try to see if we can contact him and get an update on what's going on now. So we'll try to just get him on the line here. He's covering this match live. Scott Harwood, we understand this is Augustus Johnston from the Denver Flexible Tennis League studios. We understand that you're live from that match, Michael Minghella, John Pedri, a couple of big servers. Um, and and of course, I'm sure that they appreciate that. And so, what's happening in this match? Who won? Uh, I think John Pedri won. My prediction is John Pedri won. When you entered the league, that's when you see Minguella kind of dropped off a little bit. You think he was scared of you, or do you think it's because he seemed to quit playing as frequently, and when that happens, when people stop playing as frequently, then they seem to drop off a little bit. Is that fear over you? I don't know how you pronounce it. Did he win? Pedri won. That's what I thought. That's me. I'm going to be facing Tan Vo, the 17th seed. I played him earlier this season. He kind of scares me a little bit. He's 1-9, but he played high school tennis. All the mechanics are there. He just made a lot of he makes mistakes, I think, and have you played him? Huh. Uh-huh. Oh, and so you did beat him. So you played your first. No, you have a bye in the first round, right? In 4 under, Scott. And I noticed that. Well, that's going to be tough. You did. So you say you beat John Harper handily the last time you played him. Now, thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott. So John Pedri advanced. So you say John Pedri won. So he's going to advance to the second round. What was the score there, Scott? 6-1, 6-4. Okay. So he beat him in straight sets. You say he usually throws his racket. See, he had an emotional breakdown. You say, quoting Scott Harwood, he throws his racket and cries. He said that he dropped to his knees and yelled, "God, why am I such a fat?" And on air I can't repeat the next word that Scott Harwood said, that Michael Minguella said. He's okay. In front of a national audience, I can't. But let's see here. Homosexual. Okay. So John Pedri, he'll either play Greg Johnson or Alan Shu. You know anything about those two? Yeah, I'm only. No, he said there's no T in his last name. That's right. He's Johnson. I'm John Stun, as they say. Another match that I'm kind of interested in seeing is Eric Farmer, Syed Mahmoud, or the other one that looks fascinating to me is Senthil Rahan against Bill Clark, the 10-5 matchup. You say that Syed's on the bridge of being really good. He has to be the favorite in 3.5 and under. All right, Scott. Thanks for talking to us. We'll talk to you soon. And thanks again, everybody. these matches that are underway, we will try to cover them as best we can. Thank you.